Morning, we've finally got some sunshine. This is the view that I've just woken up to and just opened the door. We'll have a quick look around outside in a minute. We're near a place, we're near Thessaloniki, but we're actually at a place, or very close to a place called Methoni. Methoni, right on the coast. It's been lovely here this morning. I've even seen some fish jumping. We'll take a look outside in a bit. First bit of sunshine we've had in a week, I think. Well, I've come outside now. This is the view pretty much from the van. I've walked, I don't know, 10 feet. That's where we are. This is where we stopped last night, and this is the view. Thessaloniki is a little bit further round the bay there, but this is what we've got this morning. Seen a few fish jumping this morning. Beautiful. Really, really nice. A few other vans here this morning. I think there's another 3 that are here. I think there was 4 last night. Another 4, should I say. But absolutely stunning this morning. Absolutely stunning. Anyway, we leave here and we head for Athens. Before I go back to the van, what about them for ants' nests? They're pretty close to the van, so I hope they haven't been tracking our van. They're quite big things, them, aren't they? Oh, look at those. Look at that. Hey, never seen out like that before. Well, this is the village that we near to where we stayed.
Turn right.
Go through here to get ourselves back up on the main road. There's an awful lot of
0.6 miles. Turn left on Athena to
tolls
of,
you know, you only pay £1, £1.50, that sort of thing. But it's alright, it is a bit of a pain. You have to do quite a few of them. And also the tolls are dependent on height. And they have this little lever with a set height on it, and they put it against you. They put it against the van to see which category you fall into. So this is Methoni. Looks a little bit run down. I think it once was a thriving seaside town, but I think it's seen better days. Looks pretty
in 500 yards, turn
like it's
left
struggling
on
a bit.
75 Ethnikiodos, the rises Thessalonicus. Methoni.
Oh no,
No, it's not. See?
it's up there. Yeah, I apologise for that.
Turn left on Athena to E75 Ethnikiodos Larizis Thessalonicus.
That's it. Now we're up on the motorway. I'm not sure if you can see that in the distance on this camera, but if you look at the clouds themselves, actually snow-capped mountains. So very, very nice. Or as Henry Cole would say, amazing vistas, I think is what the wording he uses. Wow, that's quite spectacular. It's kind of out of nowhere because it's flat, and then there's that, which is it's truly stunning. The roads have been really poor last night up until we got up this morning, and they seem lovely this morning. But they were in an awful state from coming into Greece all the way up to where we stayed. Christine said it's Mount Olympus. How do you know that?
I knew it was raining, I just didn't say.
Alright. Chris, I asked her how she knew. She said, I knew it was round here, but I just saw a sign. So, that's the famous Mount Olympus. Wow. It just seems to rise from nowhere. That was quite spectacular. So far, we've got pretty good weather. We probably drove 2,000 miles to get it, but we seem to have got it now. Along the side of the road, every few miles, there's these like concrete miniature churches. Ever so strange. They were all the way through Bulgaria. We've also got them here in Greece. I'm hoping we're going to pass one in a minute, and then I'll be able to see what they look like. Some of them are quite fantastically decorated. Some of them are just like a piece of concrete. So if I can catch one, a picture of one, then it'd be great. They're not evenly spread out. Sometimes you can go quite a few miles before you see one, and sometimes they're quite close together. So I'll keep this on for a little bit, and then hopefully we'll pick one up. They're usually just at the side of the road. Not always in places where you can get to them either. They're not necessarily what you would class as a place where you could go and worship. Some of them are around lay-bys, but it's not really been the case as far as I can tell. We're not really sure of the reasoning behind them either. Maybe it's something I'll have concrete churches, the little miniature ones that you see, they're not all concrete. Some of them are metal, an awful lot of them are wood as well. And I've just looked up, because the Greek people are quite religious people, that to mark places where people have died or where people have been saved, so they're on a lot of the mountainous windy roads. That's why they seem to be scattered about and not shall we say evenly placed, or in places where you could actually get to them. So I suppose a bit similar to in our country where people have put flowers at the side of the road. These are a more permanent monument, but some of them are absolutely spectacular. Some of them have been left to rack and ruin. Christine said we passed one a bit back, which was a metal one. They're not so spectacular, the metal ones, but some of the concrete ones are all, some of them are painted really nice. Maybe come across a few when we're doing some of the cycling or walking. May come across one or two then. We've got a toll coming up in a minute. It's quite spectacular scenery. I mean, we're pretty much running not that far from the coast, which you can't really see, but it is over to our left. I will try and show you that when we get rid of these hedges that have been cut down. So that's the sea. Olympus being over there to the side. Something else that we've noticed while we're in Greece, when we've been past some of the larger companies, they have their own little church inside the grounds, specifically for staff to use. Something else, that's something that we've never seen before. It is beautiful countryside, very nice. The roads do seem to have improved the further south we've gone. Might have become more expensive the further south we've gone. So very mountainous a toll again. It's more expensive this than France. Or it's what have we got this time? Over there. Hi. Thank you, bye.
She don't look like Tracy.
What?
She looks like Tracy.
They all have these strange balls like being at like what you'd see in the sea, dividing one side from the other. All of the tolls have got them. And that was £8.70 that. We'll do about 10 miles and we'll get another one. You don't get very far. Very, very expensive road system. Pretty country though. bit busier now as we're coming into Athens. Temperature's warmed up. It's a lovely 22 degrees at the moment, 23 degrees. So it's certainly warmed a little bit. It's a bit cloudy though, but it's certainly warmed up. Guess you don't have to wear helmets here. Do you have to wear helmets? We've noticed there's a lot of coming in through the industrial area. The businesses are either thriving with new buildings or they're just desolate, empty, all the windows are broken. There doesn't seem to be an in-between. You don't seem to see a company that's, you know, in an old building just struggling along. Although I think it might have changed a little bit now as we're coming into the city. We're only on the outskirts where we're staying. See, it's the only campsite in Athens. There are motorhome stopovers a bit further in Athens, but by heck they look rough. You wouldn't want to leave your van there. So we figured we were better off just on the outskirts of the city and stopping on a proper campsite. So it's not just for motorhomes, it's for tents and caravans as well. Doesn't seem to matter where you go in Europe, it's always full of graffiti. I mean, there's graffiti everywhere. I mean, I know we get it in our country. We don't get it as bad as the European countries seem to get it. But then again, I'm assuming that the Europeans can spell, because I do know they seem to struggle in England when it comes to writing things on a wall. Okay, we're at our campsite for the next 3 nights. There we are, parked up. There's the van. As you can see, it's reasonably busy for the time of year. Showers and that are here. Let's have a quick nosy, see what they're like. Very nice. Toilets, showers, very clean, very nice. Nice enough size. It's quite big. It's right near the main road, but you'd never know it, to be fair. Anyway, we're off to the supermarket now. Get some bits and pieces. Candle burning.